Hey, welcome to Not For the Podcast. It's your boy, Anthony Conservative Chicano. Yes, this is a two-part segment of what is going on. We are talking everything about trending topics. To also, we have a segment called The Circle Back. We've talked about so many things over the last 6 weeks that we really do want to circle back to them and get some clarity. Also dive into a little bit deeper. I want to encourage you to like, subscribe, and even share this podcast with somebody. Peace. I'm out. Enjoy the podcast. Hey, welcome to Not For the Podcast. It's your boy, Anthony Conservative Chicano. I'm hanging out with my guys right here. Mike, you are looking all spiffed up today. You're looking like you're ready to shoot Men in Black. Are we ready?
Yeah, I actually rode my bike to work today.
Deshaun, I expected more from you. I expected you to match this energy over here with the little white shirt, black tie. You guys could be Mormons.
Or Men in Black, get it?
Have you seen a black Mormon riding around town ever?
Dang.
I haven't.
Well, they're not allowed in heaven, right?
That's
not a racist joke.
No.
Yeah,
okay,
not my usual racist joke.
That's not your normal racist. Okay, they are now. So you're going after all this is good.
Civil rights in the Mormon church happened. Yeah.
It did.
No, DEI.
Yeah,
DEI hit the Mormon church.
I'm serious. You guys are picking on me, but I'm serious. Like they are now. True story. I had a couple guys, Mormons, show up at the house, and Mandy knows me. I'll talk to anybody. I like having a conversation. Normally, when you see two of the guys, one is in training and one knows their Book of Mormon and how to defend.
One's got training wheels and one doesn't.
Yeah, and so literally one of the guys' names that showed up at the door was Elder Bear. They always call themselves Elder, and one was named Elder Bear. And so I couldn't resist. The other guy, I don't remember his name, but I was like, oh, Elder Bear. So is Brother Bear coming too? I just couldn't resist. Anyway, they laughed. They thought that was funny. But I remember talking to the young one because they want that young one to get some reps in. So I was quizzing him on stuff. And I go, hey, man, just because I know a little bit about y'all's history, I do realize that I think it was the 70s, maybe late 60s. Y'all weren't letting black people in, but I'm kind of brown. Where does that land me? So am I like half in heaven, half in hell, and then you rotate me to a nice golden brown, or what are we doing here? Like is it a coin flip? Do I get heads and tails, or what happens to me? And I must have threw Junior off because he was like, but black people don't go to heaven. Like he looked at this guy like he didn't know what to say. And he was, oh no. We don't do that anymore. Everybody gets to go. If they follow, Joseph, we're all there now. And so I go, but am I right though? Like y'all looked at it like a curse. He goes, oh no. Well, yeah, no. Well, yeah. If you look it up, yeah, we did.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. But I love it because now the other guy's just shutting up. He's like, I'm not even gonna say anything. And this guy's like, but that was before us. This was a different generation and a different time.
They not like us.
Yeah, they not like I feel bad. I'm like, hey, y'all come on in, man. I'm just busting y'all's chops. Come on in. So they were really cool about it, so we had a good conversation. But sorry, I just couldn't resist. But you fit right in, Mike. So yes, but no. Have I seen a black Mormon going door to door? Deshaun, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, no, I have not. But those of you in the comments, if you have, can you cite your source? Could you let us know where you were, when you were, and how you were? And did you talk to them? That's what I want to know.
I will be a prize in the Mormon church. Too bad it's false, but I will be a prize, man. What? They can use me door to door. I could be on some posters, get paid.
If the price is right.
No.
Come
my soul ain't worth that.
Well, you don't gotta believe exactly. No, I'm just thinking like what is this? Can we get a signing bonus?
Oh, what?
Yeah, like how I wonder how sold out you really have to be.
Yeah. Like what could your signing bonus be? Like we really need it's hard times.
Could they just use your face? Like would you be okay with that?
Name and likeness. We get an NIL deal. NIL
deal.
Come on, bro.
With the Mormon church.
This is hard times right now.
If we get mail from Ogden, Utah, we know Deshaun got NIL.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you got kids to feed. Yeah. And they're getting big and groceries is expensive. We got to really think about this.
You might be able to get the truck you want.
Hey, I didn't think about that.
I'm sure one of them owns a dealership.
I'm sure few of them own dealerships. Okay, we'll get back to it. We'll have to circle back to that.
I'm not doing that.
Mike and I are your agents. We get a little bit of that signing bonus.
Hey, you can still pastor here. Okay?
You can't. We will allow that.
Part of the deal is just the
It's
face.
just name and likeness. That's it. Your whole family could be on a picture. We're in. We're gonna work this deal for
Jesus, it was just a name and likeness. That's all it was. We talking. Let me in.
Let me in.
you. It was my pastor's fault, Mike. They sold me out. Oh, good. Okay, so shout out. For those of you who don't know, we're in the Central Valley, and we're technically we're only 3 hours from LA, but with traffic and all that, you could be 4.5. But shout out to all the Dodger fans that are out there. They're super excited. Can I make a confession? My Dodger fan people are going to be mad at me, but I got to confess. So I was in Omaha, Nebraska. We're 2 hours ahead. And of course I was at my sister's wedding, which you guys know about. And so shout out to my younger sister, got married. Her and her new husband, my cuyando Evan, is a good guy. So we're out there and the wedding's turning up, it's a turn up party right there. And so, me and Junior and everybody, we leave. We leave right about. I stayed later than I've stayed at any wedding in a long time. I stayed till I think it was 8, 8:30 maybe. It was somewhere around there.
Watch out.
I know. I was just pushing it. I get home. I'm watching SC. SC is playing Lincoln, or excuse me, playing the Nebraska Cornhuskers in Lincoln. So when we flew out, there was a whole bunch of SC people, and I'm talking to all these people. Fight on. Big SC fan. So I turn on the World Series. So my dad's got 2 TVs in the living room. So I got one on the right, one on the left. I got the SC. I got the Dodger game. Okay, SC ends, and then the Dodgers are down to the last 3 outs. And don't be mad at me, but I'm like, they're not coming back. I saw the lineup. I can't remember who the lineup was, and I'm like, they're not coming back. Just it's over. They had a good run. I just go upstairs. I get ready for bed. I'm like, oh, what the heck? I'm gonna see what happened. I guess it's like 15 minutes later, and I'm like, they're still playing? What? What the heck happened? I missed out on so much, but just so you know, Dodger fans, I tuned back in for Will Smith's home run and to watch that incredible play to end the game. So just everybody know, but I did lose faith. So Dodger fans, please forgive me. Did you guys stay up and watch any of that game? You did get the hour rollback. Did you guys watch it? Did you care? Did you know? I know you didn't, but did you? You, Mr. Baseball over here.
Well, you never know. Did you watch?
No, it's me and you were texting, or we were all kind of texting going around on that night, and I realized something clicked in my head that Mike's watching the game, so I just looked at ESPN real quick and saw the score, and then went back to doing what I was doing.
He's like, man, it's late at night. Mike's he's still awake.
I know something clicked. Man, something's going on right now.
Well, it was a good game.
Start to finish. I watched start to finish.
Start to finish.
Yes, it's Game 7.
Okay, so my question to you is it a dynasty?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I don't think it's a dynasty.
I think it's pretty close. And the reason I say that is they brought up that stat. Only 4 teams have won back-to-back. It was the Yankees. It was them.
I guess I think of longevity with dynasties.
Well, if we can't, how many World Series have they been in the last, we'll just say 6-8 years? This because they lost one, right? So this is the second one they've been in 3, right? Because Dodger fans are going to correct us here in a minute.
Yeah. They care. Yeah, they lost to the Astros, and then they beat somebody else. I think in 18. So maybe within the last, let's say 10 years, in a 10-year span, I think they've been 4 times. Maybe won 3.
Hey, though they have won 3. Hey, that's screaming kind of dynasty. I know in the NFL that's
I guess I never thought about it.
No, but I'm saying in the NFL that's a dynasty because it's just hard enough to get back there. Okay, so having said that, still talking a little bit of Dodgers. Great game. It was a must-see TV. I confess. Oh, ye of little faith over here. Okay, but I redeemed myself. I got back in it in the 10th. Okay, so I redeemed myself. But I will say that it was entertaining because you were on the edge of your seat, wondering what was going to happen. A couple close calls, a couple unbelievable plays. It was the best baseball I've watched in a while. I will say that. Happy for everybody who's a Dodger fan. Shohei Ohtani, though. I think we're witnessing a once-in-a-lifetime generational player. Is that an overstatement, or you feel like that might be accurate?
Yeah, I text after whatever it was, game 1, I think it was. I mean, one of those games in which he threw like 10 strikeouts, hit like 2 bombs. Like we may be witnessing the greatest baseball player ever.
All right, have you seen anything from him yet? Or I mean, I know you know about him, but have you seen anything?
No, I haven't seen any.
You know what? I'm not a big baseball guy, but I tell you right now, I would watch every one of his at bats, and if he's pitching, I'd watch him pitch. There's just something about watching this guy who is just next level, and people are afraid of him. Now, people are equally afraid of Vladimir Guerrero on the other side, Toronto. He equally had a great World Series. I'm not taking anything away from him. He just ain't pitching, which is a hard thing to do. And I don't think people understand that. You know, like what he's able to do has been downright impressive. I say to everybody who's not a big baseball fan, this is the equivalent in my eyes of watching like a Barry Sanders, you know, run the rock, or, you know, a Dickerson. You know, watching a Bo Jackson, you know, on the football field, like you're witnessing, where I think you guys might be old enough. I'm giving you some credit here to watch. What was it, Devin Hayes or Dester Hayes? One of them.
Devin Hester.
Yeah, Devin Hester, who used to run back the kicks for Chicago. Mm-hmm. I think one year he had like 4 or 5, like he was setting the record. And I remember they would cut away every time he would, you know, do a punt return or whatever. Like, is this the one? It's that must-see TV. And so to me, I would watch. If they did like a Major League Red Zone like they do in the NFL, and every time Shohei came up to bat, like I'd watch, just because of what he's. I mean, he can bat, he can run the bases, he can pitch. He probably played 3 or 4 positions. I mean, this guy's legit, and he's a kid. Like if you watch his locker room mannerisms, like he found out he was pitching, he got all excited, like he couldn't wait. And I'm like, this kid's like 12, and a grown big old man's body right here. And so just for those who don't like baseball, I'm just saying as a person who doesn't really care for it, like I could tune into that just because we're witnessing something in our generation. You know, like I'll be the first one to say it, like a Pat Mahomes. I could watch him play every game. He is just that good. And at current trajectory, he might get Brady on a lot of those records. Maybe not years playing, but he might catch him on some rings. So I'm just saying, like, people who like sports, you're tuning into some pretty cool stuff. So that's all I'm saying. So, okay, I want to do something here that we haven't had a chance to do in a while. I want to call this a circle back segment. We've left a lot of topics out there. We've talked about a lot of things, and I'm just going to circle back to some of them that we've talked about before, things that matter. And the first one I want to start off with, since we just came off of it, was our Harvest Fest, our Truck or Treat, our annual Truck or Treat, which you guys sent me the videos. It looked like a great time. Looked like an absolutely great time. Looked like a lot of kids were blessed. I saw our On the Farm themes. Those were great. People bringing live animals. That's always daring, but that's nice, right, for the kids. Excuse me. But I did see something. I'm going to show it to you guys. I do understand. I want everybody to know I understand the both sides. I understand people saying we shouldn't do anything at all, you know, and I understand that people's like, hey, we want to do an outreach. And we talked about this extensively. It's your own conscience. 1 Corinthians 8. What is your heart going to allow you to do? But I did come across something. I'm going to show it to you guys. I'm going to cue it up right here. And I did say to myself, I could see why some people think churches do a little too much and they go a little bit overboard. I just want to show you a church. I'm not throwing shade at the church. I'm just playing the other side of that coin. I can see why people have a problem with it, okay? They literally did an Addams Family themed Halloween service. Does that even sound right? I mean, you're shaking your head too. Like, is that
a church?
In a church?
No, it doesn't sound right.
Okay.
No.
So, but this is why people have a problem. This is why people have a problem. Okay, let me just show you a clip. Watch this clip. So, get your first thought on that.
Yeah, I mean, you could put that anywhere and it wouldn't be, you even know it's out of church. Right. Like, it doesn't seem like it's out of church. It's like some Halloween event or some. I mean, I wouldn't know what it was. If I would have saw that without the context, I wouldn't know what it was or what's going on. So,
Mike, what do you think? Do you see why people have a problem with churches doing too much?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. It just in the sense I was reading I don't know if it's caption or whatever, and it said that took place right after worship, right before the preaching.
Right.
Nothing screams, "Here comes pastor," like 12, 15-year-old girls dancing to Addams Family.
And they were all dressed like, was that Tuesday? Monday? Wednesday. That's her name, Wednesday. Yeah. Bro, I can't keep up. Even though it's my generation, like I didn't watch much Addams Family, just so y'all know. Okay, I just didn't really watch a lot of that. But no. I think though, not to defend the people who are like, any participation whatsoever, you've aligned yourself. I heard it. This one person. If you participate at all, you've aligned yourself to the devil. Oh, all right. Well, I don't know what to say. He thinks I'm going to hell. I don't know, right? But I can see why they make such absolute statements when you got that. And I'm not trying to pick on this church. I'm just trying to say, like, you just doing too much, in my opinion. So, okay. So I want to just talk to people like, what I always try to do is try to see both sides. So this is me doing my attempt of seeing both sides. I was going to send you another video clip of a comedian who was making fun of Christians and the Halloween stuff. It wasn't no Sally's Gone to the Streets, but he was talking about some of the things Christians do to like combat Halloween, like give out tracts, like give out Halloween tracts instead of candy, making popcorn balls and writing little notes on, bro. He was going on and on and on. He goes, but the worst thing is y'all buy the worst cheap candy. Like you always get that nasty cheap candy, like wrappers with no labels. He's just going, bro. Yeah, I almost sent it to you because I know you guys always like a good laugh. Okay, so another thing we were talking about a couple weeks ago, we talked about the fivefold ministries. Remember, we talked about the apostle, the prophet, the pastor, the evangelist, pastor, and teacher. And we talked about most churches in America have no problem with the evangelist, Billy Graham, greatest evangelist, the pastor, and the teacher. It was that apostle and prophet thing that people get uncomfortable with because we've seen such an abuse. We had a great conversation about that. I encourage everybody to go back and listen to it. But I found a clip again on why you were even a little hesitant. I'm not saying this clip justifies why you were hesitant, but I can see why people are hesitant in general. I think you were too. This whole prophet thing. And I just want you to watch this clip. And by the way, once again, I'm not putting down the church, but I am saying this is wrong. This specific instance is wrong. And the way they're doing it is wrong. And that it's not biblical. And this is why people have a problem with the fivefold. That's what I am saying. Okay. So I don't know. The church could have come out and corrected it. I don't know. But I'm saying this instant right here, this is not right. Okay, so watch this.
And when the worship team dance for you, every one of them that dance is a cancer cell that's being deleted. When I count to 3, if you dance, cancer won't come by your family bloodline. Y'all ain't. Now listen, if you in here, you under the sound of my voice, if you don't dance, you gonna miss God for 5 years. I don't care what you gotta do. If you gotta do the stanky leg, if you gotta drop it like it's holy, I don't care how you gotta do it, but you better do it. When I count to 3, hold on. 1, 2, 3, dance. Don't you play with it. There it is, healing. Y'all ain't dancing. What if it was you that need a miracle? What if it was you that needed a breakthrough? Dance. Give me all you got right now.
Okay. I don't really know what Mike. if you don't dance, you're gonna have. What do you say for no?
5
If
years.
if you dance, you'll be cancer free for the next 5 years. So if you don't dance,
You're gonna miss God for 5 years.
oh, you're gonna miss God for 5 years. Okay, so you gonna do the stanky leg, or you gonna drop it like it's holy? Which one were you gonna do?
I think that they were smoking some of Jamal Bryant's stuff because that's just a little too much.
Okay, this
but
one-
he, on the other hand, we know Deshaun to be a man who tends to dance a
Okay,
lot.
stanky leg especially. This is why people have a problem.
Yeah, it's a joke.
No, I'm
Yeah.
being honest. This is why people have a problem.
Yeah. Jamal Bryant didn't dance. You see that?
Neither did the Marcus guy. None of them danced.
5 years, don't listen to him. He didn't dance.
He didn't dance.
He didn't dance.
He missed
Neither did
it.
that Marcus
He
guy.
missed
He
it.
didn't dance
He
either.
missed God for 5 years.
5 years. Next 5. The next 5 is all gone.
Or maybe he was
2030.
like, I don't know. I don't want what he's got for 5 years.
Maybe that's what he said. But this is why people have a problem. You make an absolute statement with a side of guilt. I'm the man of God, and if you don't do as I say, then you're going to miss God for the next 5 years, and don't come blaming me. Where's that in Scripture? Where did he get that? Right? But where did I miss something? I mean, I think I know the Bible pretty well, but did I miss something?
I don't, man, because even just a different phrase. I mean, obviously, the dancing part is crazy to me. But this is even like, hey, if you're dealing with cancer right now, and I believe God is telling you right now, is just get on your knees, and when you seek Him in this moment,
That's it.
like let's believe in faith
Yes.
right now. This is your next step. It's your action of faith. God, I trust you. Like this is my act of surrender towards you, God.
Sure.
And it's like we're going to seek Him together, not these absolute statements. But it's like, no, but God, we believe that you're still a healer, and this is our act of surrender to you. I mean, it's in God's hand. It's not you, but we're forcing this on people, and you have to do this. And if you ain't doing it, then you're missing God for the next 5 years. Where do you find that in Scripture? We can always come back to God.
Always.
There's always no. God doesn't want to. He wants to show Himself to you. He wants to be connected to you, and you're saying, nah, he good for 5 years. It's like you don't find that in Scripture.
No.
Like Jamal Bryant should took the mic from him. Like, no, this he messing up right now. He missing it. he gonna go take a break real quick.
Yeah. I mean, we don't see that in Scripture, and to me, this is why people say, I don't want to go to a charismatic church. I don't want to do the fivefold or prophets and all this stuff. I'm gonna show you another one. Once again, listen, you guys know, we believe in the fivefold. We believe this. I'm just saying I can see why people have these arguments. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And these types of things don't do us any favors, because for every false prophet, there's a real prophet who comes in here and we're really edified and we're enriched and all these things. But I want you to see this one. This is another one. Same guy. That's why I'm not going to call him prophet. Whatever his name is, Marcus. Listen to this one.
He says, I ain't asking you to, I'm telling you to. I'm not asking you to, I'm telling you to. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. I want everybody to get your offering so fast that you can't even explain what has taken over your life. When I count to 3, everybody move now. 1, 2, 3, go. Don't be scared. Get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Young lady, do you go to this ministry? What's your name? Sister Pamela, I want you to go sit down and come back with a different seed. Move now. The Lord just located your home. I'm walking through your house. Bilema, vubedele bikiskatai. Move quickly. I got something to tell you. Hurry.
Did he just speak in tongues?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what did he just say? Boop.
What were we supposed to do? He told her the Lord is walking through your house.
Bibbidi bobbidi boop.
Yeah. I don't know what he said. He said the Lord is walking through your house. Can I ask an honest question? If the Lord was walking through your house, wouldn't he be more concerned about the idols of your heart than whatever he was asserting there? Like, would he be concerned about the way you talk to your spouse, the way you treated your kids, what you just said to your neighbor, what maybe you or your spouse was looking at online? I mean, I could give you a laundry list. But what was that? See, this right here is why I even hesitate to say we're a fully charismatic church. because this is what we get aligned to. This garbage. This is garbage.
And that's what gets played too. That's the bad part.
No, for sure. And do you blame him? That's bad.
No, I mean, he's great TV for people who hate church.
That's what I'm saying. That's bad. Why would you not play that? If you're over here saying these people are quacks and stuff, this is what you play. He told her to go back.
You go to this ministry? Go back.
Anyway,
Kiss him out.
What were we going to say? Like,
I mean, the Bible tells us to be cheerful givers. I don't see that anywhere with what he's doing and telling this woman to go back. Now, there's times where we give, like, I had to go buy more clothes for my daughter because she grew and none of her shirts fit right now. I don't want to go spend the money. But I also want my daughter to have some clothes that fit because I love her. So there's times I give because I love God, even though at times, like, you can have that struggle. But it's like, no, God, I love you and I walk obedience to you. But there's times you're delighted to go buy your kids stuff or get them stuff for their birthday. And that's what God wants from us, that when we give, like, no, God, I love you so much. You care for me so much. I want to give this to you. That's not that. Again, it's just him speaking out of emotion, him just hyping himself up, hyping the crowd up, but no biblical backing for what he's doing whatsoever. And it's just this abuse. You put some music behind it, you say it a certain way, and everyone's okay with it.
Yeah, and he has the whatever he's doing is being signed off by your pastor, right? And so you trust in your pastor, and pastor wouldn't bring somebody bad here, so and then he just comes out and abuses. Mm-hmm.
What would you say to a person who says, "Hey, what if a person came up to you and said, "Hey, I saw this, and I know you guys are a full gospel church, and they say that they're a full gospel church. How am I to separate the two? Like, what would you say? What's different about you guys as compared to what I'm seeing on TV? What would you say?"
Well, I mean, just off the cuff, people are people. I mean, you could compare restaurants the same way. They serve a burger, we serve a burger, but it's not always the same way. They're not even using real hamburger meat. So there's a lot of, I guess a few different things that you could say, but oftentimes, people are, if they see this, the only way that they're going to know that you're different is if you stick around. And so I would just say, hey, stick around to see if we're different.
What would you say?
Man, you see people like this, you see them doing this, but people keep going too.
Well, you said the guy flew from Houston.
Yeah, but obviously he has some type of following, and the pastor is there, and even Jamal Bryant, people still go to his church. I don't know. As I think about it, I was like, man, maybe people like this. They like this environment. They like, I don't know. And to say that, just like, I don't know this guy. I don't know, with other stuff that he said, I see these two clips. I mean, it seems to be a pattern, but go find a church that fits you, that God has called you to.
Okay. And
don't just see like what's online. Like, someone just came to our church recently, and they was like, I was going to one church, and someone told me to come here, and like, I like it here. I like it for these reasons. And he did a good job, explaining. He was like, I'm not saying that church is bad. I was like, no, I'm glad that church exists. It's like, a lot of people go there. A lot of people are getting saved there. But it's like, man, if you feel better fit here, that's fine. And we're glad to have you here.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the people who are watching right now when they are at work and they tell people they go to a full gospel church, and all of a sudden they start thinking about, well, do you guys roll around? Do you run around? Mm-hmm. Do you do all this? Like, there's all the negative connotations. And what I would say is, hey, no, we are, but we try to keep our focus on Jesus, our eyes on Jesus. And really, if our pastors miss it, they'll come back up and clean it up, and they'll let you know. But it's what you said. But if you're in need of a miracle, we will pray with you for that miracle, and we'll contend and we'll believe. If you want to be baptized in the Holy Spirit, it doesn't have to be theatrical. It could be something that we see in Scripture. And so I just want to be able to equip our people, but also be able to call this stuff. I think part of our job is and I know Pastor Jerry's a little different from us on this one, but part of our job is to warn the sheep of some wolf-like tendencies, not calling them necessarily a wolf, but some bad fruit character people, and say, hey, listen, this is not worth following. Do not. Does that make sense? So we do have that obligation. We are gatekeepers. Very important to be a gatekeeper, right? Old Testament, Nehemiah, first thing you do is put a gate. Once they got the gate up, they had to put a gatekeeper there. Why? You're in charge of what's coming in, but you're also in charge of what's going out. So we do have to be a gatekeeper. So I have no problem doing that. Okay. So I just want to equip our people. Circling back to this, there is some bad characters out there, and there's also good people. And when you find the good people, we've gotten several prophetic words. Very accurate, very grateful for them by quality people. Okay, circle back to the part where we talked about politicians and faith and how they'll quote the Bible when they want to quote the Bible and how people get caught up in that. whether it's the MAGA people when Donald Trump will say something about scripture, or whether it's the, Democrats and liberals when Gavin Newsom wants to quote the Bible. Did you know Gavin Newsom's going to quote the Bible? Did you know that? Gavin Newsom?
Well, he's a Catholic, right?
No. What does he say? What does he say? Period, full stop. That's his new thing. He's trying to coin little phrases, and he does this. Period, full stop. I'm doing good. We should make that a meme right there. So Gavin Newsom recently comes on. I'm just going to show it to you, okay? Gavin Newsom wants to come use the Bible. Ready? Watch this.
Consistently, this program has been funded during government shutdowns. He lied. Once again, he lied. It's also interesting to me because I spent a little time at a wonderful Jesuit university. If there was anything I remember about my 4 years with Father Cause, is that the New Testament and Old Testament have one thing dominantly in common. In Matthew and Isaiah, Luke, Proverbs, go down the list. It's around food. It's about serving those that are hungry. It's not a suggestion in the Old and New Testament. It's core and central to what it is to align to God's will, period, full stop. I say that because these guys need to stop the BS in Washington, D.C. So they're sitting there in their prayer breakfasts. Maybe they got an edited version of Donald Trump's Bible, and they edited all of that out. Enough of this. Cruelty is the policy. That's what this is about. It's intentional cruelty, intentionally creating anxiety for millions and millions of people, 5.5 million here in our home state. So, again, our state of mind is pretty clear. We're going to win this lawsuit.
Okay. Go ahead. What's your first thought? You're laughing because you can't get the books of the Bible in order?
He was like, he's trying to pull. What can I get? What can I get?
Genesis.
Lord help me in this moment.
Now Revelation. What'd you think?
We do supposed to care. We supposed to care for people. We're supposed to love people. We do want to see people get food. I'm sure there's some people out there who really do need those food benefits, need help to feed their small kids. So especially SNAP is about feeding small kids. Right. And so there's people out there that are probably hurting and afraid right now. And we do want them to get help. Yeah. Now his idea of what the Bible is just foolish. Because that's what people love doing this. They love just cherry pick stuff. But Jesus also said the poor will always be with you. She pours, she breaks out the glass and washes Jesus' feet and anoint him. And they're Judas, man, we can go feed the poor. Jesus was like, get out of here. And so it's this balance that people don't realize, but you just pull a few things from scripture and you think you have it all together. Right. And this is what the Bible's all about. Well, it's about people coming to Jesus first. And it also is for caring for people. So we should care for people. People are hurting right now. And we should do our best to help people. There's food banks and stuff out there for people to get help.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, period, full stop. That was good. The one thing that you can gather from the New and the Old Testament is food. Uh-huh. Bro, that's what you got. That's what you got. I hang out in our pre-K and kinder class every once in a while at church, and I feel like that's the answer I would have got from them. Uh-huh. It's like, what did you guys get from the video today? I'm hungry. Yeah, it's interesting that he likes to use the Bible for the need for food stamps and SNAP benefits, but he doesn't like to use the Bible for abortion. Right. He doesn't like to use the Bible for marriage. He doesn't like to use the Bible for a lot of these other topics. But for this one, he remembered his Jesuit days.
I not to be cynical, but to really ask a legit question. It's going to sound kind of cynical, and it might very well be, but I don't mean it in a cynical way. Where was that energy when he shut down churches? Where was that energy when he was finding churches?
Well, Jesus would have done that.
Oh, of course, because that's period, full stop. In Hezekiah, the book of Hezekiah has that one right there. Look that up, Gavin. Book of Hezekiah.
Hezekiah 2:4.
Yeah.
Period, full stop.
Full stop. But where was that energy? When he was literally threatening churches, if you open up, we're going to find you. We're gonna do the full extent of what we need to. You will do what I say while you was eating dinner with your friends. So, Gavin, are you going to open up your wineries and your nice eateries and you're going to feed the poor people? The migrant people who probably pick your fields, are you going to feed them? You going to bonus them out? since they can't get their SNAP, their WIC, their food stamps? What you gonna do, Gavin? You gonna take a little bit? Are you ready for this? You gonna take a little bit of that state capitol money that you have not revealed how much you've spent renovating the state capitol, the rotunda up there, the actual building? Did you know they were doing that? Picking on Trump's ballroom, but yet they will not disclose how much they've spent yet. There's been no audit. It's all secret. You guys didn't even know that was happening.
Man, I don't even know what a rotunda is. That just sounds fancy.
Well, they're going to create an underground walkway so the people can get, the state legislators and the people from the House and the Senate can get in and out of their areas without being harassed. It's all going to be underground. So, but where's the audit on that, Mr. Governor? Period. Full stop. Where's that? You want to use Bible verses. You want to come at people of faith with stuff that you think you remember from your Jesuit. You probably don't even remember what your Jesuit creed is. You're supposed to take a creed as a Jesuit. You're supposed to take a vow of poverty. Obviously, he didn't take that. You're supposed to have a life of social justice. Picks and choose. The thing is these people get caught up just because he says a Bible verse. And they think, oh, he's this man of faith. He's not. Where was that energy during the COVID lockdowns when the churches were being hammered? And if he had it his way, he'd still be ruling and reigning over churches in some degree. I just think it's full hypocrisy, and I think people need to see it for what it is. And that's why you say it the most. You shouldn't trust any politician. Like, what are you doing? They're going to say what they need to say when they need to say it just to get points. And then people want to retweet it. That's just tomfoolery. And it goes on both sides. That's why I was saying whether you're the diehard, Trump comes out with his Bible. Come on, guys. You know he didn't open it. Like, who be kidding? Like, just don't do that. Stop going too far. But I wanted to circle back to that with you guys on that one. Okay. So another circle back topic that I want to talk to you guys about is I was sent in my DMs a slide of what they're calling the national data on pastors. It's like a survey, and we're going to go through these slides together. They're pretty bad, they're pretty bleak, pretty dismal, but it talks about the state of pastors in the 21st century right here. And I just want you guys to take a look at this. Okay, so look up on the board. I'm going to pull it up for us right now. And, you know, the basic overall thing is like they're saying pastoring is not easy. And I was like, well, you know, I could have told you that. So let's just, hey. All right, look who pulled up right there. How you doing, Nate? Okay. I don't know why that didn't pull up. Let's try that again. Right there. Okay, here we go. So it says 2025 pastoral statistics by pastoralcare.inc. 90% of pastors report the ministry was completely different than what they thought it would be like before they entered the ministry. What do you guys think about that? 90% said it was something totally different.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're in? Okay, sold.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, what was different? You thought we were going to sit around and read our Bibles all day, or what do you think?
No, I mean, you get some stuff that comes to your desk where you're like, I didn't expect that.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Because you made it sound like good, bad, or indifferent, or all the above.
Oh, all the above.
Okay,
Yeah. There's some things that are so good. I would never think it would be this good, and there's some stuff that's so bad. I never thought it would be that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, you end up holding down stuff. You didn't spend. You know, you never plan on doing stuff like that. You know, you're doing all kinds of janitorial stuff, anything, stuff you didn't expect. You thought read the Bible, pray, counsel some people.
Yeah.
You're learning about taxes right now, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm dealing with the county on taxes and stuff. Like yeah, there's some stuff that we'll look at each other and be like, well, didn't know we signed up for that one.
Okay. Here we are.
Well, and then especially depending on what area of town you're in.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Moving right along.
Yes.
Okay. 53% of pastors report that the seminary did not prepare them for the ministry. Ding, 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 ding. Facts. 100% facts. Hey, if Kanye's a college dropout, I'm a seminary dropout right here. But my dropout was a little like that has an asterisk and a slash like dropout, kicked out. You know what I mean? But you know, so it's similar. But this is a complaint. They teach you the Bible, but they're not teaching you how to run a church. And that's why most pastors who fail, if they don't have some type of acumen or some type of discipleship from learning how to pastor a church, like we found out the other day, we can't park on our own driveway no more. City came in, code enforcement said, you are not allowed to drive you are not allowed to park in your driveway, but it's my driveway. You are not allowed to park there. Lawyer, right? Lawyer says, hey, you're allowed to park anywhere you want. It's your driveway. Well, all right, here we go. Nobody prepared me for this. And now we get into this bit and this bat, and now we got to do all this stuff. And you guys know how I feel about lawyers in the city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great times.
Great times, good times, expensive times. So
Things that you didn't know getting into ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
53% of pastors. I would agree with that one. Okay, look at this one. 72% of pastors report working 55 to 75 hours per week. 84% of pastors feel they are on call 24/7. Ooh.
That's just sad to me.
Which part? Both?
Yeah, well, the first part, the 55 to 75, I feel like that may be having to do with like how you budget your time or like setting healthy boundaries for you.
Tell people about our work schedule here. Go ahead, tell them.
In what
Like,
regards?
are you able to bring your kids to work? Are you able to go to like parent-teacher meetings? Are you able to leave during the day? Like tell people.
Oh yeah, I mean the way that things are scheduled here, it's a complete blessing. I'm able to be pretty much 100% dad and husband. So if I got to bring my kids to school, take my kids to school at a certain time, bring my kids to work, go to a doctor's appointment, award ceremonies. I mean, I think I probably miss 5% of like my kids' activities because like for instance, I'm doing a funeral today, not on a bike, but I'm doing a funeral.
That was good.
and I can't work around that.
Yeah.
So like if my kid had a game or something like that, I'm gonna have to miss. But for the most part, like it's extremely flexible. But the thing is, you just have to get your work done.
Right.
And so go ahead.
Most people, I don't think will believe you, but do you have was there a work schedule that I gave you? Like, did I give you a work schedule?
No, I mean, pretty much Mondays we
do this.
We do this, and we'll do a meeting, and that's kind of like the only thing that's set in the week. Other than that, it's like, just get your stuff done.
Yeah.
Which for me was very hard at first,
right,
because I came from working in schools, and so in a school, like your day starts at 8 and you're over at 3 or you're over at 6, and so then when it's over, it's over. But then when it was so flexible, I was like, okay, that's why I said I can understand that second stat where you felt like you're on call all the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because if you don't if you're not used to switching hats, you'll start to feel like, man, I'm always on.
What about you, Bishop? What about you?
I don't feel like I'm on call all the time, but I do feel I'm always kind of sort of working. Mm-hmm. There's things I have to get done while the kids are at school. Like, okay, these are things I can do. I have to do. I can't do when I'm with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I get home and, my kids, we're not just, spending the next 5 hours, hanging out together, talking, like we're all just sort of doing stuff. And so it'll be times at home I'm still doing like a little bit of work and, stuff they can pull me away from. I can just, walk away. But it is like I do understand the idea of like you're always doing some type of work. Like I know Mike would be constantly like, we're just texting stuff. I'm like, man, I didn't even think of that. Like Mike's thinking of like, what's going on in church. Because you get home, you're watching videos, do things like that. But we actually like what we do also. Yeah. So it's not like, gosh, I still got to do this.
Do you
I wish you would leave me alone.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have the same flexibility as Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's a blessing. Like there is this idea, like, man, people are like, what's your schedule? I feel like you're always like working. Like, yeah, in the aspect, I'm sort of always on, but there's things I could just like, I can push it off till tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So it allows me to drop anything and like, I have to go make it up. That's how to get the work done. Right. So, but I can go, something happens tomorrow, I can take the whole day off and I'm with my kids. I'm gonna pay for it later, but it's not, but again, I like my job as well. Right. So it wasn't like it's this burdensome thing that like weighs me down.
I don't think, I think that's why pastors burn out. They don't know how to juggle. Mm-hmm. And you guys have known since we established the church that was it. I let you all know, like, hey, as long as you get your work done, I don't care when you come in. I don't care how you arrange it. I've never, I've worked at churches where you couldn't bring your kids, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to do that because I want the kids to know this is a fun place, this is a good place, and as long as it doesn't hinder you guys, like that. How many times I walked in, like, hey, that's up to you whether or not they're here. Like, it don't bother me. I'm gonna go to my office, but it's never bothered me, and they'll come in and they know pastors got the good snacks, which I love. That has never bothered me. Like that they'll come in and grab it and grab the snacks, and I encourage it, even without you guys knowing that they're getting their Snickers bars out of my office. Like that's just me though. That to me that's the part that I love, to build that family, to build that continuity of family there. But to me, it's always been like, hey, as long as you guys get your work done, I don't really want you to work at home, but I understand too. Like if you had 3 back-to-back ceremonies or award ceremonies or parent-teacher conferences, like, well, I couldn't get anything done. So I'm going to have to a little bit. Well, of course that happens. And most people don't know is it's cyclical. We just got off a busy week with Harvest Fest. Not so busy now, and then we're going to be busy here coming into Christmas. So it comes up and down, up and down. And you guys know you always have the freedom to do that, as long as that stuff gets done.
And I think that was probably one of the hardest things for me personally. Right. It was learning like how to roll with the cycles. Because when it's slow, you really got to take advantage of it.
Facts.
And if you don't, then it's like, man, we've been running hard for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we what does it say? You work hard, you play hard, or you rest, good. And I think that's what's important too. One other thing I would like to bring up about that is like, as far as feeling they are on call 24/7. If we were honest, you kind of are. And let me explain. As pastors, if somebody does have a midnight emergency, now we're large enough now, we kind of distribute that way. But I remember we were small. I did feel that call, like so-and-so is in a bad car wreck. Yeah, but people aren't in a car wreck every night.
And I think for me, like the thing that I felt like was a little bit sad about that is that feeling of it.
Yeah.
Like that feeling of the weight.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Like I'm completely on call 24/7 to certain people.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad about it at all. If certain people needed me, I'm there.
Right.
But that feeling of like that pressure of like I'm always on, everybody always needs me, like that would be bad.
And I think I think two things there. Number one is maybe they don't have a support staff.
Yeah.
And number two, they haven't taught their people. Hey, we are the body of Christ too, and this is what we can do. And there is a determining factor of this deserves a phone call, and this can wait till the morning. Hey, this is a visit. I remember getting a call one night. It was a horrific accident and didn't know if they were going to make it. Well, I got up and I went. This is what you do. And people understand, talking about your own family, people understand, that this is just how it goes, right? Because on the flip side, I'm also not going in at 8 o'clock the next morning. I go in at 11, get up, make the kids breakfast, take them to school, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So there's that counterbalance. Let's look at the next one. Hold on, wait a minute. Many of you might not know this, but I am currently in the land of Israel. Yes, I'm in the promised land. I'm leading a tour group. We go every November, and I'm so excited to be there. So this episode of the podcast was shot previously. This is a 2-part segment of what is going on. We're so excited that you are part of the journey with us, and I'll try to upload some videos from the promised land, but be praying for our safe travels and a good time while we're there. I want to encourage you to like, subscribe, and even share this podcast with somebody. Peace.